Welcome to the Inside Word, Tuesday the 10th of February 2015. Two huge events are happening politically. We still don't have a result in Queensland, and the Prime Minister just survived a spill motion yesterday in the Joint Party room in Canberra. What this tells us is the Australian political system is highly volatile at the moment, and there are massive swings that are occurring both at state level and federal level, which is going to make it increasingly difficult for any government to be able to put through reform. The status quo now in Queensland is that the LNP will most likely end up with 42 seats. Obviously there's still one seat which is highly doubtful when we'll go to the Court of Disputed Returns, and that's Ferny Grove. And the Labor Party will no doubt end up with 43 seats plus one of the independents, which will take it to 44. So the Governor to Jersey is going to have to make a difficult decision in the next couple of days on who he will decide to be the caretaker government until there's a by-election in Ferny Grove. So still very uncertain times in Queensland, but naturally the ALP are in a much better position of forming a government. And of course you'll have a government which has a huge amount of new members that have never been in Parliament before, let alone a lot of these members will end up as Ministers of the Crown. So there's a challenge at the moment in the transition period within the ALP, but still uncertainty rules here in Queensland. In Canberra yesterday, really the signal was that the front bench of the coalition backed the Prime Minister. Had 39 people essentially on the backbench were saying we want a spill motion, and it was a major shot across the bow of the Prime Minister to improve his performance. There's no margin for error now for Tony Abbott's stewardship of the Prime Ministership. And my reading is he'll probably have a couple of months if he's going to survive, or whether they'll move again and most likely replace him with Malcolm Turnbull. We've got about 6 weeks now to the New South Wales state election. So there'll be great caution on behalf of the Prime Minister and his Cabinet Ministers not to try to rock the boat, which is going to be extremely difficult because Parliament has resumed. And then they've got to go through till May when the budget is, and they haven't been able to get through many of the measures of the last budget, let alone trying to work out how they're going to deal with, again, a difficult Senate going forward. So in the political chapter of Australia at the moment, very uncertain times, both in Queensland, both in Canberra, and of course we've got a New South Wales election coming up in 6 weeks' time. That's all from the Inside Word.